speaker is Juzdan, and the title of his talk is Through the Filmmaker's Lens, the Role of Independent Films. Juzdan is a Montclair State University Business School graduate who has dedicated his life to the arts. He has worked at large events such as the Montclair Film Festival, Doc NYC, the Tribeca Film Festival, Miss USA, and the World Science Festival. He has produced a number of short films and has collaborated on many theatrical performances over the years. He wants to inspire young adults to work hard and pursue their dreams.
I'm going to start off by saying a quote from one of my favorite books, The Catcher in the Rye. A lot of people, especially this one psychoanalyst guy they have here, keeps asking me if I'm going to apply myself when I go back to school next September. It's such a stupid question. In my opinion, how do you know what you're going to do until you do it? The answer is you don't. And I think what's so important about that quote, even though he's meaning a little bit something different, but how are we as young adults supposed to know what we want to do with our lives if we're not exposed to different things? And I think what's happening in our school systems especially is they're taking out art programs and different kind of programs in sciences and art and theater. And what is that doing? That is forcing us not to think outside of the box. That's forcing us not to become who we truly want to be. And I think that's important because through experiences and through collaborating on different ideas and topics, we start to become who we truly are. And that is the only way we can go to be successful. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm going to start from all the way back. So I never went to preschool. And instead of going to preschool, I sat at my grandparents' house watching movies. Also eating a lot of cookies and food. But I watched a lot of movies. And what that did was something very special. And not until now, looking back, I realized that that was the beginning of the rest of my life. I would sit at my grandparents' house and watch movies like The Sound of Music, My Fair Lady, The Wizard of Oz, and Black Beauty. And those movies meant more to me. They were my textbooks. They were my textbooks to life. They would teach me lessons like you can dream, and your dreams can come true. And things also like family, and what it means to be a part of a family. And I think that's so important to know what community means. So community and your life dreams is important, because without community, we cannot be who we truly are. So let me continue. So I go to elementary school and middle school, and those were the worst years of my life, by the way. I would wake up every morning, throw up before school because I'm afraid to get bullied, because haven't we all been bullied before? But what got me through is that every summer in my town, I knew that we were going to have a performing arts camp. And that camp helped me become who I truly am and made me feel comfortable. Because the one place a bully could not get me was on stage. Because they would have to have a lot of guts to break the scene and come up and interrupt. So anyway, I continue my life and I learn many things through theater. And in high school, that is where I truly learned how to be part of a team. Teamwork, team building, learning from other people, and learning about yourself. So in high school, I was a part of over 13 productions, ranging from a Christmas play to fall plays, spring musicals, and summer productions. I would meet so many different people and exposed to many things. What I learned was community, as I mentioned before. We shared a stage, but that meant something more. We were creating art, and we were creating a message to be sent to the audience. And that right there intrigued me to become a film producer. It made me think, all right, people come to see a play for entertainment, but they also come to hear a message. And a filmmaker can create that message and relate it to the audience. How powerful is that? How many movies do we watch a week? How many television shows do we watch a week? So a filmmaker has the ability to make people feel. And that's why I go see movies. And sometimes I go to the movies by myself. And my sister always says, wow, that's so lonely. But it's not. Because I'm having a conversation without really talking. I'm listening to a film. I'm listening to the characters, and I'm understanding what they go through. So it's a really beautiful thing. So continuing, when I graduated, I was telling myself, all right, do I want to become an actor? Do I want to become a director? And so I decided to become a producer and go to business school at Montclair State University. And the reason I wanted to be a producer was I wanted to know how to be able to fund and create an environment where people from different walks of life can enter a theater and create a masterpiece. So by that, and by being part of the community, I decided to be a filmmaker. And as I was going through college, I decided one day to walk into a community nonprofit called the Montclair Film Festival 4 years ago. I walked in, and it changed my life. I would walk in and meet total strangers, not know who they were, but say, you know what, I'm going to take my life in my own hands and not wait for other people to give me opportunity. So I walked into this organization, and now I started off as a volunteer, and I ended up to be a full-time employee. And that really changed my life because it helped me network and find different people in the community of entertainment. I would work at the Documentary Film Festival, one of the largest in the North, and I would also work at Tribeca Film Festival and many other events. One event that really stood out to me was getting to go to Las Vegas and doing the Miss USA pageant, which was life-changing and would now actually give me the job that I work at today. I work for a plus-size fashion company. And I know that's probably weird for me to say I'm a filmmaker and I also work at a plus-size fashion company. But what I do for them is I create content for them. Reality content of plus-size women, showing that not only skinny girls can be on TV, but also plus-size women, women of color and cultural backgrounds. And that is so rewarding. And like I said, it's about creating a message. We use our art as a weapon to create social change. And not a bad weapon, but a positive weapon. Look how much we can change with just one film or a cover of a magazine. Art is important, and I think we should use it to do good. I'm going to close off by bringing one very different topic from what I'm talking about, because I think it's very special to me. And that is suicide and drug prevention, addiction. And I think, especially living in northern New Jersey, we see a lot of kids getting addicted to drugs and also committing suicide. And I think we don't talk about it enough. And I think we just tell people to be quiet about it. But I feel like we should change that. We shouldn't wait for our government to create laws and fund programs to end it. We should keep talking. We should start the conversation. Talk to your kids, talk to your friends, talk to whoever. And listen, I will give out my phone number and my email to every single one of these people in the room if it's going to save you. Thank you.